Welcome to the Permian Basin chapter film study. Today we're going over some mechanics and some great illustrations of some fouls we've been talking about here recently. This is the opening kickoff. Referees, remember you're on the end line on the opening kickoffs, and in 7-man that's where you will line up. Your line judge and headlines will have this back line. Also, we've got a short kick as we're coming up. Referee, they'll start the clock. You do not have the clock responsibilities in 7-man mechanics. There again, we're winding the clock. Let the L and H have that. Next play. We have a flag come out. Second play of the game. We'll show you what he was getting right here. So we stop it. This defensive end lined up offsides. Second play of the games, guys, like we talked before. Let's try to make this, this has no impact on the play. So let's holler at our umpire and tell him, say, hey, I can't see the numbers, they're not contrasted good enough. I'm going with illegal jerseys here. So tell him to get that guy to back up. As you see, as soon as the ball snapped, flag comes out, and he just gets manhandled. He has nothing to do with the play. So if he would have been in on the play, yeah, I'm with you. Let's get him. Here we go again, play 3. Same player. Watch him in this one. Now, he jumps up and leaps forward. This guy moves. That is on him. That was not, he went from a 3-point stance to standing up and lurch forward. And this guy, when he reacts, that's on this guy. That's a defensive delay game on that one. That's what we've been talking about, discerning signals and the stomping and the non-football moves. That was on that guy. So you watch him right here. He moves. He's feeling threatened because he comes up out of his stance and goes forward. So that's going to be on the defense on that play. This one here, we got a great field judge. Great job of getting to the pylon. Great position. Head looks great, looking down. Great. But your receiver's going to the ground. Be a little slower with that touchdown signal. Make sure nothing happens after he hits the ground here. Like I said, when he gets the ball, he does not make a football move as he's going to the ground. So let's just be just a tad slower. Great position. I like that. Back judge on the goal line. Great job. All around good job. Just be just a tad slower in our touchdown signal in these type of plays. See it here again. Great job as he's going, but we're getting the signal as he's hitting the ground. Line of scrimmage, a little slow. Let's make that first step. This is for a 2-point try. So let's get onto the goal line here. As we have a snap, you got a lot of action out here. So side judge is helping in here. Your back judge is over in here. You got this going with this one, but at the snap, let's get to that goal line. Because if you watch right here, as the quarterback is coming in, as if he got stopped right there, he's reaching. It's hard to look from that angle to see if the tip of the ball crosses. So if you're on this goal line looking down it, you'll be able to see the tip of that ball. Because if he reached out and it got pulled back right here and went, you can't help rule on that play from that angle. Need to be on the goal line. He ends up in there, but like I said, if he would have got pulled back, we'd wanted you on the goal line. All right, we got a punt. This is just mechanically, anytime back judges, we have a receiver from the 10 in, we're lined up on the goal line. As you see, back judge here is having to run back to get to the goal line, but whenever our returner is 10 or in, we're on that goal line. In this case, he was about the 5, so we should have been on the goal line in that instance. All right, a lot happens on this play. We got a long return coming. Umpire is throwing a flag for something. Do not know exactly what it is, but he's throwing a flag for something. Our run's ending at the 24. Our head linesman is getting wiped out on the sideline. Okay, let me roll this back. You can see it better now. Head linesman, you're already out of position. You should be down around the 25 and going. The field judge, since this is first quarter, he has got the spot. So you need to be on your horses. You've got goal line. You got it from the 2 in, so you need to be getting going. Right here, we're laying back, getting it, and now as they come to sideline, you're just in a bad situation here. Watch again. Stuff's happening. Now the umpire's throwing his flag here. So you can see the headlines is bouncing down the sideline. You should already been up in here. You've got players in your way. If you ran into him, that's an automatic 15. Okay, but you should be about right here as well. At this point, you're out of position as well. So remember, at the punt, guys, we've got to be aware of where the ball is, where we're at. So he's got the ball at the 40. And as he's moving, we should be right now at the 40. We're still at the 23, 24 yard line. We should be already to around the 30 at this point. Anytime we got a short kick like that, we got to be coming up. I mean, I know it's hard, but it's where's that ball at and where's it coming to? That's where a lot of your pregame will work. Where how far does that punter punt the ball? At this point, he's catching at the 40, and we're down around the 20. So yeah, we're at the 20. It looks like right there. So we need to be coming on, because remember, you have the spot. And doesn't look like we're in a hurry. Push the player. Play's over. And we're good 40 yards out of position. But the problem is now, if we'll go back to the beginning of the play, we're snapping the ball from the 31 yard line. Let's go back to here. Yeah. Snapped it from the 31. The next play, we're snapping it from the 36 and letting them re-kick. There is no way that they should be re-kicking this. If the foul's obviously against the red team, so therefore the options on that would have been, if it happened, and the flag we know came out during the run. So if it had been during the kick where he caught it at, that would have been our enforcement spot. Since it was during the run, it would have been at the spot of the foul, since the tackle happened at this end. So we should have went back to wherever our flag was at our spot and marked off our penalty from there. And it was just a 5 yard penalty. So I'm not going to lie, I do not have a clue as to what we called on that, or what the deal was for that. So we should have had the spot of the foul back here. Even on the running into the player, that's a live ball treated as a dead ball. So that's a dead ball foul. So even if you called it, we would have still went, after we marked off our live ball foul, then we would have marked off our dead ball foul. So having them re-kick, that shouldn't have even been an option at this point. All right, here we go. This is for try. Question is, this is our center. This is our end. We've got 4 in the backfield here. I'm guessing he's on. It looks like he's pretty close, but is this guy on? That would be. And remember, when they're running stuff like this has to be ran perfect. We don't give leeways on this. Great no call right here as he fell down and the ball was coming. Line judge, we need to stay back behind the pylons because that ball's coming. We don't really want to be on the field on this side of the pylon. Great job of getting on to the goal line there though. But don't come to the field. Let's stay back behind because you're in the field of play now. So let's stay back behind the pylon. Great position though. Great no call as the guy went down. See it better here. As he fell down. So that was a great no call. Loved it. All right, now we have, watch this guy right here. Great simulation of the snap. Nobody was threatening. Great job of pick catching that as he raised up, kind of fell forward a little bit. So that's what we was talking about the other day when we said a flinch is a false start. That's a flinch. That's definitely a false start. As you can see it really good right here. That simulated the snap. So great job of catching that. And that's what we was talking about a flinch. Okay, back up here a little bit. So we're still in the first half. So this will be headlines, line judge. So on this play, we have field judge. Headlines has this one. Side judge. Oh, don't do that. Undo side judge. Field judge, back judge. That one's side judge. Headlines. Because in a balanced formation, back judge is always going to go to the line judge's side no matter where he's at. So then he's going to have this back here. So on this one here, this one is the headlines key. And at the snap. Now at this point, since he went downfield, he stopped. Side judge, you should have all of this action right here. Now he goes low. Remember, they cannot block low even out straight ahead or to the side anymore. They are all restricted from going low. So we should have a flag right here. I put it on the 25. He goes, gets tackled. We're killing it. No flag. So go to the next shot. Yeah. On that one, that would definitely be a side judge. I would love to see your flag right there as he's looking at the pass coming towards him. So he's kind of trying to help with that, with catch. So side judge, you're looking this way. The two guys are end up stacking. So when he comes forward, you're going to switch over to him, and that would be one I would love to see the side judge get, and that would have been a low block. That would have been a spot foul. So we'd have went right from the 25, and we would have went back 15. So just be aware of that, side judges, field judges, as they're coming out, they cannot go low like that anymore. This is a great, sorry about that, guys. As we run forward, watch out here on this deep pass. When we said cutting off a receiver of getting to the ball, This was exactly what we were talking about the other day. I think you see it better on the, yep, went too far back. On this play right here, I think you got a great view of it. Watch up at the top, right up here. As he's looking back for the ball coming in, boom, gets blowed up. Defensive back never looked back. He wasn't playing the ball at all. He just took the receiver out as he was cutting into it. So Monday when we was talking about a cutoff, that's exactly what we were talking about right there. He never played the ball. If he'd have turned around and went for the ball himself and the receiver ran into him, then we could have had actually offensive pass interference playing through the back. So, but with him not playing the ball at all and just running him in, taking him out, that was definitely, and a good job by our side judge on that one, of catching that one. He did throw a flag on that one. Do not know what happened on this play. At the start of the snap, side judge, you're in between. We're on a pylon. When we get to the 7 in, we're on the back pylon. From the 7 out, we're on the goal line. And this point, when we get to 25, you're going to go to the goal line. 26 out, you're lined up 22 to 25 off the ball. But we're just in no man's land right here. We never want to be there. Now as we play this forward, we got the ball coming in, and you get a good view here. We have no field judge. Field judge is nowhere to be seen. Now our line of scrimmage guys busting it, trying to get down to the goal line, and field judge is nowhere to be seen in this, so there's no trouble about him running him over because he only has it to the 2. Field judge should have been here to get to this touchdown. So remember, field judge, side judge. 7 in, we go to the back. 25 to the 7, we're on this goal line. All right. This one here, we got a takedown on the outside. Our line judge, what he sees is arms wrapped around, and then this player goes to the ground. So it looks like an obvious takedown, and it's at the point of attack. What really got this end on this play is his hands as he goes around him, like he's hugging him, and then takes him down. So that's the reason for the takedown on this. If he'd kept his hands inside, he's twice the size of that, he probably would have been just fine. But it's the arms wrapped around and then taking him to the ground that got this takedown. All right, guys, that's the end of what I had for this week. I'll be putting some more together. I'll be sending them out soon, so make sure you're staying in the rule book. Make sure you get your TASO test done, and also make sure you've done a clinic. Those are very important as scrimmages start next week. We want to make sure that we're all ready to go. Appreciate it, guys, and talk to you soon.